Fine. So okay. So shall we begin now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I was just saying that sorry, आपको बहुत थोड़ा सा वेट करना पड़ गया. Okay. But still we will start with the things which we left in the last. Uh, can I have the last little bit of review what we had in the last class?
We had discussed about diffusion and osmosis.
Okay, regarding cell membrane, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. So cell membrane as we have completed because these are the processes which you should understand regarding when you talk with respect to the cell membrane. So let me begin with I think I have given you some of the sums also regarding this.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
So now you must have understood that what do you mean by selectively permeable? Am I right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So let's see this as the cell membrane. Okay.
Ma'am, you will write this?
If you think that it is important for means in your notebooks, then if you can note it down. Right now, I am not writing such an important thing. You can wait for it. Okay. So, cell membrane is the one thing which covering which is living in nature and it is selectively permeable. And the thing is, it is somewhat elastic in nature. Okay, elastic in nature. What does that mean? That whatever the shape of the cell is, it will be means comparatively very finely adjusting the things in it and according to the plant cell if I talk about the plant cell I think you must be aware that almost 85 to 90% of space is covered by vacuum. Okay, in plant cells. And please, I am sorry for this handwriting because this is somewhat new technology which I am. Styler. Yes. Okay, thank you. I was not knowing its name. Styler. So, how to write with this is I am learning. Okay. So, vacuole is the one which is comparatively covering the almost maximum space of the cell. Okay, so whatever the cell organelles will be occupying the rest of the space in it, and see this, you studied osmosis. So vacuole is having H2O in it. Okay, water is present in the vacuole. Now, this vacuole is responsible for the shrinking and for the turgidity of the cell. So, whatever intake by osmosis occurs of H2O molecules, every molecule will reach to the vacuole and it will be trying to cover the space. So, what will happen that this cell membrane will also become swelled. Okay, and if the plasmolysis occurs and H2O molecules come out, then vacuole will shrink and according to that cell membrane will also shrink. Have you understood this?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am.
this is
Yes,
how.
ma'am.
Fine. So
Ma'am, if the cell membrane shrinks, the cell will also shrink.
yes, that is automatically done. Okay. So that is you have to understand. So now this is what regarding the cell membrane. We have done the structure of cell membrane also, that means phospholipid layer and all that we have studied, how the proteins are present on it. That is also we have studied. Okay. Now we will move for the second next organelles, one by one, and we will try that we cover all of them. Yes.
Can you explain it again?
What beta?
Can you explain the cell membrane once again?
Cell membrane again. You were absent in the class, last class?
Ma'am, the thing which you have explained in the book, can you explain it again?
This one, this?
Yes, ma'am, she is talking about that only.
This again. That is what I am saying, beta. The osmosis process when occurs, if it is endo-osmosis, that means H2O is going inside. The vacuole will be turgid, and according to that, the cell state will also be turgid. And if exo-osmosis occurs, the water will come out, cell will shrink, and the plasmolysis will occur. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So shall I proceed for the next organelle?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Now see this. Next organelle, if we consider, we can go for endoplasmic reticulum is done.
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
No, ma'am.
So we will proceed with endoplasmic reticulum first. Okay, endoplasmic reticulum. First of all, endoplasmic reticulum is something, reticulum is a thing that is very highly coiled structure, and it is forming a network. How it is forming a network, that part we will be see. So, if this is a cell, general cell I am saying, and this is a nucleus, I'm not talking about plant or animal or something like that. It's a general one. So this is a nucleus and this is a cell membrane. So inside the cytoplasm, something which is having one end connected with the nuclear membrane and other end connected with the cell membrane, like this. Okay. Similarly, somewhere here also, if this type of network is being visualized, that is endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so very important that one end is connected with nuclear membrane and another one is connected with cell membrane. Understood this part?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now why it is connecting like this, that you have to understand. The endoplasmic reticulum is the one which is having the connection from the outer, means cell membrane is the one which is completely have contact with the outer environment. So what is happening outside, that news has to be given to the nucleus. So that satellite signaling like thing is done by endoplasmic reticulum. You got the idea regarding this? Okay, so this is how it is being done. Now endoplasmic reticulum is basically is if I take it out, if I just take this much of part of it and I just open it, it's a long tube like structure which is being folded and it is being arranged over here. Understood this? So this is the region. Okay, so fine. So this is how it is being connected. It's It's a just means inside it is a hollow tube like structure. Okay, just you have the pipe which you use in garden. How does it looks like? It's a hollow inside. Similarly, this endoplasmic reticulum is also hollow inside. Is this part is clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
oh, good. So see this endoplasmic reticulum are of two types. One is smooth ER, that is smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and another one is rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so if this is smooth and if you find the presence of particles on it like this is how the presence of particles will be there. These particles are nothing but the ribosomes. These are the ribosomes. Okay, so these ribosomes, if they are present over here, then it makes it rough endoplasmic reticulum. And if the ribosomes are not present, if they are absent, then it is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Understood this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now
Yes, ma'am.
see this that yes, see this that endoplasmic reticulum is a factory. Okay, it makes so much of raw materials, many thing which is very what you will say a very rough structure. It is being are being made in this endoplasmic reticulum. So what is being made that we will see. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum is responsible for the formation of so many lipids or so many other. Yes, beta.
What you have written under smooth endoplasmic reticulum?
This one
Yes, ma'am.
I've just made a sign over here that it ribosomes are absent, so I crossed it.
Ma'am.
Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
so see, don't rush to write the things. Wait for it. I will not remove this page. Okay.
I was not able to understand that what you something like X or something like that.
Okay, fine. So I use so many symbols when I am teaching. Okay, so just ask me regarding that. I use many of the short forms also. So lipids, many of the fats, or you can say glycogen, these types of things are being prepared or it is being designed by a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. While rough endoplasmic reticulum, just have this thumb rule in your mind. Okay, in the cell, if we are talking about the living cell, and if wherever the thing ribosomes are there, you are talking about the protein synthesis. That's a thumb rule for each and every living cell, no matter it's a microorganism or any other type of living. Okay, so if whenever there is an involvement of ribosomes, then you are talking about proteins. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
this is how it is being done. Now,
Ma'am,
yes, beta.
ma'am, what are glycogen?
Okay, glycogen are stored food in animals. I think you must be knowing that starch is a food for plants.
Yes, ma'am.
Similarly, animals also store food and that is in form of glycogen. Understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, starch is also formed by.
It is not being formed. It is being means something rawness is being given to it. Something which is ready to use means it is being like you use that ready to use packets. Na? Similarly, that type of modification is being done over here.
And you are fresh.
Yes.
And you was fresh. And the board till the board is not clear.
Is it so for everybody?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. So basically, what I was saying. Okay. Now see, so this is how it is being done in smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. So it's a clear network in the cell, and it is being like this. This is how it is being established. Okay. Now see this. What is happening actually? So if I am just enlarging the picture over here, that if this is a endoplasmic reticulum like this is there, whatever it is, smooth or rough or whatever you consider. Suppose I consider rough one. Okay. So this rough endoplasmic reticulum will create some of the proteins in it. Okay. Inside these tubes, the proteins will be synthesized. Then these proteins, whenever they are synthesized, then what will happen? It will get accumulated at one place. Suppose the accumulation is done over here. Okay. So here the bud-like structure will appear like this. The bud like structure will appear, and that bud, what will happen, that, oh, I should not use this. See, so bud like structure will form wherever there is a accumulation, bud like structure will be there. Okay, when bud like structure will be there, so what will happen? Whatever is formed inside these tubes, it will fill up these buds. Okay, the buds will be filled with whatever protein is being synthesized by rough endoplasmic reticulum. Once this bud is being filled, then what will happen? I am drawing the second stage over here. The bud will get detached, and here there will be sealing again. Okay, once the things are being done, that means filling of the bud is done. After that, it will get detached, and here the repairing will be done, and it will be sealed again. Now this bud will be having some proteins in it, and now these proteins are basically, they are little bit raw. Till now they are still raw, so they will take some time to get mature. Okay, so now this the part of it, this is called vesicle. This is called vesicle. Vesicle is a container which has proteins in it obtained from rough endoplasmic reticulum. Have you understood this?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. It's formed. Then it is known as vesicle. Before the bud,
Yeah.
but the bud when it was attached.
Actually, bud is not the word over here. It's a vesicle only. I just used to make you understand. So here it's only vesicle is only. The vesicle will be formed. It will get filled, and then it will get detached, and it will move around the cell. Understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now what will happen?
Ma'am,
Yes.
now only told that the ribosomes are attached to it.
Yes. These are the ribosomes.
So one side there is ribosome and the other side when they are the proteins are there, when they get inside the vesicle, then they are called
See,
vesicles.
it's not one side. I cannot draw all over, na beta, ribosomes. If it is rough endoplasmic reticulum, it will be having ribosomes all over its surface.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, all over the surface, the ribosomes will be there. But I cannot draw so many of the ribosomes together. That's why I have drawn only 2, 3. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. If it is rough, the surface is full of ribosomes. If it is smooth, no ribosomes are present. Understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Now ask.
And these vesicles are also present in reticulum.
They are also produced from smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Lipids and fats, whatever is being synthesized over here, they will also be traveling in the form in these vesicles only.
So that
Yes.
why is the structure of endoplasmic reticulum coiled? And it's not coiled, right?
It requires lot of surface area. That's why. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the see cell is too small, so you cannot fit each and everything, and you cannot have means on the smaller size you cannot produce so many things. So what how it is being designed, that so many things are being which are very large in their structure originally, they are being coiled heavily and then they are fixed inside the cell. So to increase the surface area, because whatever proteins are being synthesized or whatever lipids or fats are being synthesized by smooth endoplasmic reticulum, it will not be means it will not be made in few minutes. It will take some time to get synthesized, organizing and all that. So when it will be passing through these particular tubes, that time will be consumed and then it will synthesize and then it will be passed into the vesicle so that they can move in the cell. Is this part is clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so similarly, the way rough endoplasmic reticulum works, similar way is working for the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. There is no difference at all. But yes, beta,
Ma'am, in this rough endoplasmic reticulum, this cortical vesicles, ma'am, in smooth endoplasmic reticulum also the verticals. So,
that is what I'm saying. Listen, let me finish the topic, then you ask your doubts. Okay, that is what I am saying. Listen to my sentences very carefully. I'm saying the way of endoplasmic reticulum works, similar is the way for the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. If I draw smooth endoplasmic reticulum, similar type of vesicles will be formed from it, and it will be containing lipids, it will be containing fats, everything will be produced from it. Is it clear to you?
yes, ma'am. Yes,
Fine.
ma'am.
Listen, have the habit of listening. Let me complete, your doubts will not be there. Okay, got the idea?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now see, as this much is regarding endoplasmic reticulum, uh, just have a quick reading from your textbook, then I will proceed for Golgi body.
Ma'am, explain the structure of the endoplasmic reticulum. Ma'am, could you please explain the structure of the endoplasmic reticulum?
That is what I have explained, beta. Are you not getting my voice, or is it something you are not getting the sentences properly?
No, ma'am. Your voice is clear.
Right, it's not clear, that's it.
See, let me finish the topics first. When I am writing Golgi body, first of all, listen everything. Because in between, if you ask the doubts, I will lose the link where I am teaching. Okay. So once I am done, I will ask you now, ask your doubts. Then you ask me the doubts. Is it clear to you?
It's clear, ma'am.
Okay, because in between all of you are saying and it is getting mixed up on in this all these whatever you say the setup. I'm not getting your sentences properly and it is getting mixed up and it is more confusing to the people who are listening. Okay, so just
Yes, ma'am.
hold on and I will make your doubts clear if after the topic the doubts are there. Okay, so shall I proceed for with the Golgi bodies?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes.
Ma'am, in our book, the term is given that membrane biogenesis.
Just say it again.
Membrane biogenesis.
Membrane biogenesis. Is it given with the endoplasmic reticulum?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We will do that part once. Let me do this Golgi body. Okay. Fine. Now see here. Once once whatever is being done by endoplasmic reticulum, see this. As we know, I will write over here regarding rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So whatever vesicles are being prepared by smooth endoplasmic reticulum will be having fats and all that, and rough endoplasmic reticulum vesicles will be having proteins in them. Okay, so this is how the vesicles will be moving inside the cell, but still the cell cannot use this protein, cannot use these fats. So what is the use? So the thing is, still all these things which are being prepared by endoplasmic reticulum, they are on the inactive mode. Still they require little bit of modification with their structure and with the things, everything. That type of modification is required, and that modification center is Golgi body. Okay, now see here how it is happening. So if I draw a cell like this, okay, if I draw a cell like this with a nucleus, and I'm just drawing endoplasmic reticulum over here. I'm not drawing so many because it will confuse you with the diagram. So this is endoplasmic reticulum, and somewhere in the cell there will be a presence of Golgi body. Now these Golgi bodies are ready to receive the things whatever is being prepared by endoplasmic reticulum, no matter it is rough or smooth. Okay, रफ भी जो बना रहा है और स्मूथ जो बना रहा है, दोनों की प्रिपरेशन से क्या बना है उसको रिसीव करने के लिए कौन रेडी है? गोल्गी बॉडी. इज इट क्लियर टू यू? ओके,
Yes, sir.
नाउ सी दिस.
Yes, sir.
रफ एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम से जो वेसिकल्स पूरे सेल में घूम रहे हैं, दैट इज सम विथ प्रोटीन्स, सम विथ फैट्स and some with other type of enzymes or something like that. Now what will happen? They will search for Golgi body. Just imagine that there is a bus or train which has started from junction A and it has to reach junction C, but in between it will have one more station, that is B. Okay, so it has to move, its destination is C, but it has to move via B, then only it will reach to the C. Understood this? So then only the journey will be finished. So similarly, whatever the vesicles are being prepared by endoplasmic reticulum, they have to reach towards the Golgi body. After the Golgi body checks them, there is a checkpoint over there. Once the everything is being checked by Golgi body, then only these vesicles are ready to use. Now how the Golgi body will look like, that I will draw over here. I'm enlarging this particular picture. So see this, this is how the Golgi body will be present. Okay, little bit curved tube like structures. Okay, so these are the things, these are bag like structures. Just imagine, आपने वो गेहूं भरते हैं वो बड़े बड़े सैक देखे होंगे ब्राउन कलर के. Have you seen that? Similar type sack like structures are there, empty inside, and these sack like structures are called cisternae. These are called cisternaes. These cisternaes are empty sac like structures. these empty sac-like structures, what they will do, they will be presented just the way curved manner में एक दूसरे के ऊपर stack होकर present होते हैं. There are many of them in number. I have drawn only 3, but they can be 100 in number. Okay, but all of them will be like, they will be placed one after another, and then they will be curved like this. So they will form this type of curve, and this is how they will be stacking up on each other. Now see this, you can see this layer, this part. So this part is the act as receiving unit. This is called receiving unit, while this is called delivering unit. Okay, receiving and delivering. So what is happening over here? So whatever vesicles are being prepared by endoplasmic reticulum. Now imagine this particular screen as cell, and the white area is completely cytoplasm. Okay, now vesicles are being present in this cytoplasm. So these vesicles from endoplasmic reticulum will come and stick to this region, because this is a receiving unit. So every vesicle will be received over here. You must have seen on the airports. Okay, you have a dropping points, and the receiving points are different. Okay, similarly, receiving units will receive all the vesicles that is being prepared by endoplasmic reticulum. So some will be having proteins in them, some will be having lipids in them, some will be having if you can say glycogen in them, and like this enzymes in them. Many of the things are will be present in these vesicles. Now what will happen, once these vesicles will be attached over here, then this particular area will get dissolved, and opening will be formed, and every secretion will be passed in this particular Golgi body. Okay, they will come and they will get attached. Then what they will do, they will release everything whatever they have inside these vesicles. So receiving unit will receive everything whatever is coming from vesicles. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
in these sacs, because they are attached to each other, these things will get diffused one by one. Everything will be getting passing through these membranes, and they will pass through these channels and tubes and all that. Okay, and then the modification will be done. Now this modification कैसा है कि suppose as you are in class 9th right now, I think सभी को ऐसा है कि हम जल्दी जल्दी बड़े हो जाए, पापा हमको बाइक दे दे, है ना? थोड़ा सा ऐसा होता है, गर्ल्स है तो गर्ल्स को भी बाइक चाहिए, बॉयज को भी बाइक चाहिए, सभी को बाइक चाहिए. ठीक है. नाउ सपोज आपके पापा आपको बजाज का स्कूटर दे देते हैं, तो आपको अच्छा लगेगा?
No, ma'am.
नो, नहीं अच्छा लगेगा, बिल्कुल भी अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, क्योंकि मुझे भी नहीं अच्छा लगेगा. ठीक है. अब ये जो वेसिकल्स है ना, वो एक्चुअली बजाज स्कूटर जैसा ही. ठीक है. तो वो आप बजाज स्कूटर दे दिया है, CD 100 डॉन दे दिया है, ऐसे वाले बाइक्स है, ऐसे वाले स्कूटर है. अब इनका क्या किया जाए? तो अब द मॉडिफिकेशन विल बी डन. अब आपके पापा ने आपको CD 100 दे दिया, स्प्लेंडर दे दिया है, तो आप क्या करोगे? आप जाओगे मैकेनिक के पास, बोलोगे भैया जरा इसको थोड़ा सा मॉडिफाई कर दो तो अच्छी लगेगी, है ना? तो बस वो ही मॉडिफिकेशन ये गोल्गी बॉडी करता है. ठीक है. नाउ दिस गोल्गी बॉडी विल डू समवॉट ऑफ मॉडिफिकेशन इन इट, and then when after the decoration and the modification is done, from the delivering unit, again the new vesicles will be formed. This is how the new vesicles, different types of vesicles will be formed, and these vesicles will take up the newly formed modified secretions, whatever is being prepared by Golgi body. Is it clear to you? Okay. Now these modified secretions.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just understand that all these things are very raw in nature, they cannot be used directly by the cell. So they will go and they will be modified in the Golgi bodies. They will just all these vesicles just release their secretions in this, and this Golgi body will be doing the modification with them. It will change its structure and all that. Okay. Then after modification, it will be all the secretions will be delivered in the new vesicles that are being formed by Golgi bodies. अब जो नए buds जो बन रहे हैं वो Golgi body के यूनिट से बन रहे हैं. Now these buds will be filled up with the new secretion. बहुत सिंपल है. अगर आपको आपकी मम्मा है ना सब्जी रोटी देगी तो आपको अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, लेकिन उस सब्जी को मम्मा ऐसे रोटी को उस पे सब्जी डाल देगी, सॉस डाल देगी और थोड़ा सा चीज डाल देगी और वो पिज्जा जैसा लुक हो जाएगा तो आप गपा गप खा जाओगे. सिमिलर चीज हो रही है. सेल को ये सारी चीजें अच्छी नहीं लगती है जो रोटी सब्जी जैसी है. ठीक है. तो सेल क्या बोलता है, भाई थोड़ा सा टेस्टी बना के भेजो तभी मैं खाऊंगा. तो सेल के लिए वो सारी चीजें मॉडिफाई होकर अब ये जो है नए सेक्रीशंस हैं वो इस वेसिकल्स में आ गए. नाउ दीज वेसिकल्स विल गेट डिटैच्ड. ओके. यहाँ से सब डिटैच हो जाएंगे और सब बहुत खुश है. Everybody is happy because now they have a newly modified type of proteins, newly modified types of lipids, newly modified type of enzymes. So possibility क्या है, किसी में होगा ग्लाइकोलिपिड क्योंकि सभी ने सेक्रेशंस रिलीज कर दिए थे यहाँ पर, तो अब मिक्स प्रिपेयर हो गया एक तरीके से. किसी में होगा लिपोप्रोटीन. ओके. किसी में होगा प्रोटियोनिक enzymes. Okay. These types of modifications will be taken up by the new vesicles. Now these vesicles are ready to deliver wherever the cell requires them. Understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is how the things is being delivered by Golgi body. So endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi body, both of them are working with very much on means in collaboration with each other. Whatever is being prepared by endoplasmic reticulum is not used by cell directly. So that has to be modified, and that modification is done by Golgi body. Once the modification is done, the Golgi body will deliver the things out so that wherever the cell requires the thing, it will utilize from this vesicle, and once these vesicles are empty, then they will get dissolved, degenerated. Okay. These vesicles also, once they release out everything, they are not going to endoplasmic reticulum again. They are just getting will get degraded over here. It's because it's of no use. One time use ही होता है. Is this part is clear to you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now
What is protein or protein?
it's a type of enzymes, beta. Type of enzyme. Okay. Now see this. You asked me membrane biogenesis.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So genesis means to generate. Genesis means to generate, to have birth, to form new thing. That is called genesis. Membrane biogenesis because the membrane of the endoplasmic reticulum is living. It is living. So इस मेम्ब्रेन में जैसे कि आपने देखा कि जब वेसिकल्स निकलते हैं तो वो जब डिटैच होते हैं तो थोड़ा सा डैमेज हो जाता है, ओपनिंग रह जाता है, वो अपने आप खुद को फॉर्म कर लेता है. जहां पर भी टिब्यूल का रिपेयरिंग चाहिए या नया फॉर्मेशन चाहिए वो खुद से कर लेता है. दैट इज कॉल्ड मेम्ब्रेन बायोजेनेसिस. इज दिस पार्ट इज क्लियर टू यू?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi body is being completed. Now you ask me your doubts.
Ma'am, what is glycosylation? please remind you.
Spelling
GLY
G
GLY COSY COSY LACAON.
glycosylation. This is what you are asking.
Yes, ma'am.
See, ATION, relation means addition. Okay.
Okay.
There will be always a formation of the bigger molecules. Okay, सेल बड़े बड़े मॉलिक्यूल्स बनाता है, तो ये ग्लूकोज वगैरह को जब सिंगल सिंगल मॉलिक्यूल्स होते हैं, इनको बड़ा बड़ा पॉलीमर बनाने के लिए जो प्रोसीजर, जो फिनोमेनन यूज होता है, दैट इज ग्लाइकोसाइलेशन. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you once again tell me?
I said glycosylation. जब भी साइलेशन suffix होता है, that means addition. You are forming something. Okay, so I think you must be oxidation जैसे समझते हो, addition of oxygen. Okay, so oxidation उसी तरह glycosylation means addition of glucose या glycogen molecule, whatever, that is called glycosylation. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, any doubts regarding endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi body?
Ma'am, what is dictyosomes?
Dictyosomes,
Yes, ma'am.
another name of Golgi bodies in animal cells. Sorry, plant cells.
Okay, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am.
Hmm?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, this is not a doubt. The definition of vesicles once again.
Vesicles are nothing but the unit which used as a transport unit in the cell. Transporting units हैं जो एक चीज को दूसरी जगह तक ले जाते हैं. They are called vesicles. Vesicles are nothing but the, you say ना, vehicles. Vehicles. बस उसी का ही मॉडिफिकेशन है वेसिकल्स. वेसिकल्स मतलब एक जगह से दूसरी जगह ले जाने वाला पार्ट, दैट इज कॉल्ड वेसिकल्स. ट्रांसपोर्ट यूनिट.
Excuse me, ma'am.
यस.
And you said about vesicles is something, vesicle is a container.
कंटेनर मतलब वो सभी चीजों को कैरी करता है ना अपने अंदर. सो इट एक्ट्स लाइक अ कंटेनर. इट फिल्स अप, खुद को फिल करता है, फिर एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पहुंचा देता है.
Thank you.
ओके.
Polysome.
यस.
Polysome. What is polysome? POLYXOME.
Polysomes. You are asking me polysomes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Is it given in Golgi body?
Yes, ma'am.
Zomes means wherever there is a word called zome, you are talking about one body. Okay? And poly means many. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Results are one type of transmitter.
Hmm?
Results are one type of transmitter.
Vesicles.
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, transporters. Transport unit.
Okay.
Okay?
Ma'am,
Yes.
in our book it is written that the ER membrane is similar in structure to the plasma membrane.
Yes. These thing is जो इसका मेम्ब्रेन है वो भी फॉस्फोलिपिड वगैरह से बना हुआ है. ओके, तो स्ट्रक्चरली वो सिमिलर है सेल मेम्ब्रेन। और कुछ?
Collaborative means that here is mainly composed of cisternae and tubules.
Cisternae and tubules, they are all of them are same, hollow tubes are there and they are forming a channels, that's why they are called cisternae. Clear?
Yes.
Shall I proceed for the next?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, fine. So endoplasmic reticulum is done, Golgi body is done. Now we will move for mitochondria. Shall I?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now see this. Mitochondria. Okay. Now mitochondria जो होता है वो डबल मेम्ब्रेन्ड ऑर्गेनल है। दो मेम्ब्रेन होते हैं इसके पास, सबसे पहली बात। ठीक है। अनदर थिंग, इट इज सेमी ऑटोनॉमस। ओके,
Ma'am, what is semi-autonomous?
आई एम कमिंग। सेमी ऑटोनॉमस मीन्स वो कई सारे काम ऑटोमेटिकली खुद करता है, वो सेल के ऊपर या किसी और चीज के ऊपर डिपेंड नहीं करता है कि वो कब क्या काम करेगा। जैसे बाकी सारे ऑर्गेनल्स हैं वो वेट करते हैं कि न्यूक्लियस ऑर्डर देगा तभी हम काम करेंगे, बट माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया जो है वो सेमी ऑटोनॉमस है। सेमी ऑटोनॉमस मतलब वो काफी सारे काम खुद कर लेता है, वो किसी के ऑर्डर का या डिसीजन का वेट नहीं करता है। अंडरस्टूड दिस? ठीक है।
Yes, ma'am.
नाउ सेमी ऑटोनॉमस, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल डू अंडरस्टैंड इट इज कॉल्ड पावर हाउस ऑफ द सेल। ओके, मतलब जितनी भी एनर्जी जनरेट होती है वो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के थ्रू ही होती है। ओके, माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया अगर नहीं होगा तो एनर्जी जनरेशन नहीं होगा। ठीक है। नाउ सी दिस, I said it's a double membrane structure. So I am drawing over here. It will look like this. Okay, outer membrane and then you have inner membrane. Okay, देख रहे हो inner membrane कैसा है?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
outer membrane is plain but inner membrane is highly coiled. Again the reason is same, to increase the surface area. सरफेस एरिया क्यों बढ़ाना है? क्योंकि जितना ज्यादा एरिया होगा उतना ज्यादा क्या जनरेट होगा?
Energy.
यस, एनर्जी। ठीक है। नाउ सी दिस, these finger like projections, ये जो बन रहे हैं माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया में, these projections are called क्रिस्टे। गड़बड़ मत करना एग्जाम में, सिस्टर ने अलग है, क्रिस्टे अलग है। ठीक है। सो क्रिस्टे आर द फिंगर लाइक प्रोजेक्शंस प्रेजेंट ऑन द इनर मेम्ब्रेन ऑफ द माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया। इज इट क्लियर टू यू?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I will repeat the definition. Write down. Cristae are the finger-like projections present in the inner membrane of mitochondria. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now see this. Now what I am doing, just understand this part carefully. I am taking this much of part, I am enlarging it. I cannot show everything like this, so I am enlarging it. So this is outer membrane and this is inner membrane. Okay, in this inner membrane, आप लोग दिवाली की सीरीज लाइट जलाते हो? ठीक है, उस सीरीज लाइट की तरह ही इनर मेम्ब्रेन के पास भी ऐसे ढेर सारे बल्ब हैं। ठीक है, अब ये बल्ब करते क्या है, दैट वी विल सी। सो इफ आई टेक ओनली वन आउट ऑफ इट, अगर मैं उसको लेकर थोड़ा सा enlarge कर लेती हूँ ऐसे, ठीक है, once this is being done then enlargement I am showing you. So basically इसको enlarge करके देखना, it's not a work of normal microscope और ये उतना easy नहीं है, उसके लिए इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप की जरूरत है। So I'm just drawing it so that it can be clear to you. Now this bulb-like structures or the particles that are present on the inner membrane, अब क्या होता है वो चीज समझो। ठीक है, ये सारी जगह पर ये जो पूरा सेंट्रल स्पेस है इसको हम बोलते हैं मैट्रिक्स। इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, मैट्रिक्स। मैट्रिक्स इज फिल्ड विथ फ्लूइड। ये किससे भरा हुआ है, फ्लूइड से। नाउ this fluid have huge amount of H plus ions. Okay, H plus ions are there. कहाँ से आ रहे हैं, क्यों आ रहे हैं, वो आपको अभी चिंता नहीं करनी है, सिर्फ ये देखो कि ये H plus ions से भरा हुआ। ठीक है, now these H plus ions what they do is they just pass escape this membrane और वो ये स्पेस में आ जाते हैं। once they are in this space, तो ये मैट्रिक्स जो ये इनर मेम्ब्रेन है वो इनको बाहर नहीं जाने देना चाहता है, तो क्या बोलता है, अंदर आओ, बाहर मत घूमो। तो बाहर नहीं घूमो पर अंदर आओ, तो अंदर आने के लिए ये जो बल्ब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं वो हेल्प करते हैं कि चलो अंदर। तो अंदर कैसे आते हैं, जैसे ही वो यहाँ पर आते हैं तो ये बल्ब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर जो है उनको वैक्यूम करके खींच लेता है। तो H प्लस आयंस जो हैं वो सभी के सभी इधर आ जाते हैं। Okay, now these H plus ions will be filling up this space, so they will not stay over here. What they will do, H plus ions बहुत शैतान है, वो क्या करते हैं, इस जगह से घुसकर यहाँ से आते हैं और वापस मैट्रिक्स में घुस जाते हैं। So can you see this, अगर यहाँ पर वो बल्ब है तो वो H plus ions यहाँ भाग गए हैं। ठीक है, अब पर जैसे ही बल्ब के पास आते हैं ये H प्लस आयन क्या होता है, यहाँ पर से घुस के और वापस मैट्रिक्स में निकल के आ जाता है। जितनी बार भी ये H प्लस आयन इस चैनल को पास ऑन करते हैं उतनी बार क्या जनरेट होता है, ATP, दैट इज कॉल्ड एनर्जी। जितनी बार H प्लस आयंस इस पैसेज से ट्रैवल होते हैं उतनी बार जनरेट होती है एनर्जी, दैट इज कॉल्ड ATP। नाउ दिस एनर्जी इज बीइंग प्रोड्यूस्ड कंटिन्यूअसली, क्योंकि वी नो हमारी बॉडी में हर जगह एनर्जी की जरूरत है। ठीक है, तो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया जो है वो ATP बनाता रहता है। Now these H plus ions will be helping out in the production of ATP. So whatever the requirement of our body is, it will be fulfilled and it will be done. Now see this, as we know कि जैसे सपोज आप एकदम से स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन हो और आप रोज रनिंग कर रहे हो एकदम, और आज आपको स्पोर्ट्स फाइनल स्पोर्ट्स खेलना है, तो आप पूरी ताकत लगा दोगे उस फाइनल स्पोर्ट को खेलने के लिए। ठीक है, तो उस टाइम आपको भरपूर एनर्जी चाहिए। तो जो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया हैं, सपोज एक सेल के अंदर 100 है, ठीक है, वो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया को पता है कि मैं जो ATP बना रहा हूँ वो इनफ नहीं है, आई नीड माई मेंबर्स टू इंक्रीज। तो अचानक से माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया जो है वो 100 से 150 हो जाएगा। कैसे हो जाएंगे, बिकॉज इट इज सेमी ऑटोनॉमस इन नेचर, वो खुद डिसाइड करता है कि मुझे डिवाइड होके रेप्लिकेट होके ज्यादा हो जाना है, क्योंकि मैं जिस बॉडी में रह रहा हूँ उसको मेरी ज्यादा जरूरत है। तो वो तुरंत ही खुद को डिवाइड कर लेगा और वो ज्यादा से ज्यादा एनर्जी को प्रोड्यूस करेगा, दैट इज एडिनोसाइन ट्राइफॉस्फेट। क्लियर टू यू?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, सो दिस इज व्हाट इज माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया। इसके पास खुद अपना DNA होता है ताकि वो खुद अपना सब कुछ प्रोग्राम करे और खुद से डिवाइड हो जाए। That is how the mitochondria is. And it is called powerhouse of the cell, while ATP is called currency of cell. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. In our book, it is that mitochondria synthesize respiratory enzymes.
What it is synthesizing?
Respiratory enzymes.
Respiratory enzymes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, it can. It synthesizes many or more things. I'm just given you the energy and all that, but it can synthesize many of the things which is required by the body. Why it is leading to the formation of respiratory enzymes? बिकॉज रेस्पिरेशन इज अ कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस. तुम सो भी जाओगे तो भी रेस्पिरेशन करते रहोगे. ठीक है. तो जब हम दौड़ते हैं, काम करते हैं, फिजिकल वर्कआउट करते हैं, तो हमको जल्दी जल्दी सांस लेना पड़ता है. वो सांस जो है वो प्रॉपर रहे, कोई डैमेज ना हो, सब चीजें ठीक से चलती रहे, उसे हम बोलते हैं हेल्पिंग इन रेस्पिरेटरी एंजाइम जनरेशन ऑल्सो. क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Any question?
Ma'am, this bug-like structure having yes, this bug-like particles.
क्या है उसमें?
मैम ये bug-like particle का कोई नाम है? Yes.
हाँ, नाम है. इन पार्टिकल्स का नाम है F0, F1 पार्टिकल.
Okay, ma'am.
F0, F1 पार्टिकल. ऐसा नाम क्यों है वो आप जब क्लास 11 में बायो पढ़ोगे तब समझो.
And in our book, it is also written that mitochondria also regulate the calcium ion concentration in the cell.
Yeah. It is another function. It can do that also.
Ma'am,
हाँ.
ma'am, in our book, the name is only given F1 particle.
It is F0, F0, F. Its complete name is F0F. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So this much part is done. Any doubts from your textbook?
No, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
can you repeat the definition of matrix?
Matrix is nothing but the filling, beta. Filling present
And the fluid present inside the mitochondria.
inner space of mitochondria.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Hmm?
Ma'am, in our book, it is given that mitochondria have their own ribosomes. But where are they?
They are present here only in this matrix, beta. It has its own DNA. It has its own RNA. It has its own ribosomes. Everything it has its own. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
You have another class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
At what time?
4:45.
4:45.
Okay, fine. So we have 10 minutes more. Okay. So let's do another thing.
And this class is till 4:30.
It is getting over at 4:30, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So we will do one more organelle over here, right?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Good. So now we will do plastids. Okay, so plastids are something which are exclusively present only in plant cells. Exclusively only for the plant cells they are not present or found in animal cells. Okay, now see this. Somebody is asking me something. I'm not able to see your question. Beta, please speak it. Nothing? Fine. So plastids only in plant cells. Now see, they are of three types. Okay. So three types. Let me write them down. It's chloroplast. Then you have chromoplast. Then you have leucoplast. Okay. Now see this. Plastids, plast is coming from it. So chloro means green. Okay. Chloro means green, while chromo means
Ma'am, there chloroplast is treated.
huh?
Ma'am, in the case of plastic, there chloroplast is treated.
Plastids are of three types: chloroplast, chromoplast, leucoplast. Got it?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So chromoplast. Chromoplast, chromo means colorful. Okay. While leuco means white or colorless. Anything you can see. Now see this. I think the word chloroplast you are aware of. Lot. आपने बहुत बार सुना है. So we will start with leucoplast first. Leucoplast is something, organelle, which used to store the starch. It can store some of the glucose. It can also store lipids, oils, fats, or proteins. So these things are being stored by leucoplast. Okay, but major storage unit is starch. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this particular plastid is used is acting as a storage unit in the plants. Okay, whatever food is being prepared by the plants, they should be stored, मतलब एक गोडाउन जैसा होना चाहिए जहाँ पर ये सब चीजें स्टोर हो जाए और जब भी जरूरत हो उनको यूज किया जाए. सो ल्यूकोप्लास्ट वो गोडाउन है. अंडरस्टूड दिस?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके. देन कम्स क्रोमोप्लास्ट. क्रोमोप्लास्ट जो है क्योंकि वो कलरफुल है, सो यू कैन जस्ट अप्लाई योर लॉजिक कि सबसे कलरफुल पार्ट क्या होता है प्लांट्स का.
Flower.
So they are exclusively present in flowers. In some of the leaves also, कुछ कुछ plants की leaves भी colorful होती है. So flower, fruits, fruit के जो layers होते हैं वो भी colorful होते हैं, तो वो उसमें present होते हैं, but majorly they are present in flowers. So these flowers are colorful because of presence of chromoplast, because this is consist of so many pigments in it. ओके, इसमें क्या प्रेजेंट होते हैं? बहुत सारे पिगमेंट्स होते हैं। ये पिगमेंट्स जो हैं वो प्लांट को एक कलरफुल टेक्सचर देते हैं, जिसकी वजह से पॉलिनेशन इजी हो जाता है। इसकी वजह से क्या होता है? पॉलिनेशन। हाँ, क्योंकि अगर ग्रीन ग्रीन सब कुछ होगा तो इंसेक्ट्स, बीज, बर्ड्स अट्रैक्ट नहीं होंगे प्लांट की तरफ। इसलिए फ्लावर्स और इन सब के बहुत ब्राइट कलर्स होते हैं, और बिकॉज दे कैन हेल्प आउट इन पॉलिनेशन, so it all the credit goes to the chromoplast. There are so many pigments are present: anthocyanin, xanthophyll, carotene A, carotene B. These types of words will be coming up जब आप pigments की बात करोगे। तो ढेर सारे pigments हैं, जैसे anthocyanin जो है, it is bluish green. Then xanthophyll you have, then it is greenish blue. Then you have carotene, कैरेट जैसा। कैरोटीन मतलब कैरेट जैसा, रेडिश, ये ब्राइट ऑरेंज, इस तरह के जो कलर्स हैं। तो दे आर ऑल गिविंग कलर टू द फ्लावर्स so that pollination can be done. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And
Yes, ma'am.
next is chloroplast, that I will be taking up on the next page. So chloroplast is like this. ये भी डबल मेम्ब्रेन स्ट्रक्चर है। इसका मेम्ब्रेन सीधा साधा है, बट इनसाइड व्हाट यू विल सी, you will can see building like this. ओके, ऐसे बिल्डिंग्स देखने को मिलेंगे। अब ये बिल्डिंग्स क्या है? आपने घर पे किया होगा, आप कॉइन्स एक के ऊपर एक अरेंज करते हो?
Yes, ma'am.
सभी ने किया है, ठीक है। तो हम एक यूनिट लेते हैं। दिस वन यूनिट इज कॉल्ड थाइलाकॉइड। एक यूनिट को हम क्या बोलते हैं? थाइलाकॉइड है। जब ढेर सारे थाइलाकॉइड्स एक दूसरे के ऊपर स्टैक करके अरेंज हो जाते हैं, तब वो क्या बन जाता है? ग्रैनम। ये क्या बन जाता है? ग्रैनम। अंडरस्टूड? ग्रैना,
Yes, ma'am.
अगर ग्रैना वर्ड है तो ग्रैना प्लूरल है, ग्रैनम सिंगुलर है। एक बिल्डिंग ग्रैनम, ढेर सारे बिल्डिंग्स ग्रैना। इज दिस पार्ट इज क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now these buildings are connected like, yes beta,
Ma'am, can you explain once more?
that is what I am explaining. Thylakoid are one unit. One unit, when they are stacking up on each other, then it is called granum. Granum is a singular. Singular means one building is called granum. Many buildings are called grana. Is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and this particular inner space is filled with fluid, and that fluid has special name is called stroma. इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? स्ट्रोमा।
Stroma.
ओके, नाउ सी दिस, ग्रैना और स्ट्रोमा दोनों जरूरी हैं किस चीज को करने के लिए? फोटोसिंथेसिस। अंडरस्टूड? एंड ये फोटोसिंथेसिस जो है, क्योंकि क्लोरोप्लास्ट के अंदर ग्रीन पिगमेंट है, ग्रीन पिगमेंट जो है वो कौन सा है? क्लोरोफिल। ओके, बेसिकली इन द लीव्स, जब भी PHYLL लास्ट में होता है, दैट मीन्स यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट लीव्स। ओके, एंड क्लोरो मीन्स ग्रीन। तो क्योंकि ग्रीन लीव्स के अंदर क्लोरोप्लास्ट सबसे ज्यादा होता है, इसलिए हम पढ़ रहे हैं। सो क्लोरोप्लास्ट का कोई कलर नहीं है। क्लोरोप्लास्ट का कलर क्यों है? क्योंकि उसके अंदर कौन सा पिगमेंट है? ग्रीन पिगमेंट है, जिसको हम बोलते हैं क्लोरोफिल। ओके, एंड दैट हेल्प्स इन फोटोसिंथेसिस। नाउ सी दिस, ये जो यूनिट है सॉलिड यूनिट, फोटोसिंथेसिस में दो रिएक्शंस होते हैं, एक होता है लाइट रिएक्शन, एक होता है डार्क रिएक्शन। तो स्ट्रोमा हेल्प करता है डार्क रिएक्शन में और ग्रैनम्स हेल्प करते हैं लाइट रिएक्शन में। जब तक ये दोनों साथ में नहीं होंगे तब तक फोटोसिंथेसिस कंप्लीट नहीं होगा। लाइट और डार्क रिएक्शन दोनों होना चाहिए, तभी फोटोसिंथेसिस कंप्लीट होता है। इज इट क्लियर टू यू?
मैम मैम स्ट्रोमा है लाइट और डार्क।
स्ट्रोमा फ्लूइड है जिसके अंदर डार्क रिएक्शंस होते हैं। ओके, इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am.
three plastids are there. Chloroplast green helps in photosynthesis. ठीक है? Chromoplast colorful helps in pollination. Leucoplast is white or colorless. It helps in storage of the food. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
ma'am, we have read that vacuums are also storage bags.
Yeah, we will come. Vacuums बहुत दूसरी चीजों के लिए स्टोरेज का।
Okay, ma'am.
हम आएंगे, वो भी ऑर्गेनल ही है ना, पढ़ेंगे। अंडरस्टूड?
Ma'am, ma'am, what is the difference between vacuum and leucoplast?
वैक्यूल्स एंड ल्यूकोप्लास्ट। ल्यूकोप्लास्ट गोडाउन्स की तरह है बेटा, जहां पर आप स्टोर कर सकते हो, और वैक्यूल्स जो है वो इंस्टेंटली यूज हो जाते
Okay, ma'am.
हैं। ओके,
Yes, ma'am.
एनीथिंग एल्स?
Full form of ATP.
एटीपी, इट इज एडिनोसाइन ट्राइफॉस्फेट। डन?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So read, huh? Yeah, which are exposed to light. So leaves are the one which are exposed to the light. आया समझ में? सबसे ज्यादा लाइट का एक्सपोजर किसको मिलता है प्लांट में? लीव्स को मिलता है ना। यस, क्योंकि फूड स्टोरेज जो है वो गोडाउन कहाँ होता है? अंधेरे में होता है ना। फूड स्टोरेज अंधेरे में होता है, दैट्स इट। रूट्स में आप पोटैटोस खाते हो, कहाँ होते हैं? जमीन के अंदर होते हैं। Switch off your mic if you are talking your personal talks. Okay, so I'm read till here. Read from some other books also, so that you can have the better idea, and look for the diagrams on the internet. They are good diagrams available. And if you have still the doubts, in the next class we will discuss them. Understood?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
You can leave and join the have break.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Goodbye,
Bye,
beta.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, beta.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.